I guess, oops, I did it again. Last spring, I won an item from the Poulin Auctions, and I did a video review on the buying experience. I broke down the cost and how much overhammer I actually paid once it got to my hands. Because when you look at these auctions, either on their website or via proxy bid, you notice they'll have usually anywhere from an 18 to 30% buyer's premium on that. But that isn't all you pay. You know, with taxes and shipping added, it ends up being quite a bit more. The item I won last spring was a Type 38 Cavalry carbine. It was like $450, I think, hammer price. And by the time it was said and done, it actually ended up being 47% over hammer by the time it got to my hands. It wasn't really bad overall because I was still market price. And my conclusion in that video was the big auction houses, they're good places to look when there's rare items. They may not be the best place to get something that's a little more common. What did I do? In the spring 2024 Premier Auction, it was the first weekend of June. I won this item on June 7th, 2024. What did I do? I won a Type 99 Arisaka. So you may be wondering, well, you just said your conclusion was stay away from common items, and a Type 99 Arisaka is a pretty common Milsurp out there. I also said that I wanted to get something that's hard to find. This version is kind of a little bit harder to find. Now, after World War II, and at the start of the Korean War, the U.S. Wanted to convert a bunch of the Type 99s from 7.7 to 30-06 to send to the South Korean Army. They intended on doing like 130,000 of them, but nobody knows how many were really done. And not very many of these actually made it to the United States. When the U.S. soldiers brought them over as souvenirs, they were actually supposed to take the U.S. 30 cal marking off. It's rechambered. You put the U.S. style stripper clip through there, and you have a little cutout right there. Of course, the mum's been ground off. Damn those Americans! They made the rifle worth half as much because they got rid of the dang mum. But they parkerized the receiver and barrel. They put US 30 cal along the side before the serial number. So this is supposed to be chambered 30-06. It also has an American type sling on there with Korean writing on there. And what came with this, I also got a Type 30 bayonet was part of the package. And this bayonet scabbard and the American type frog are actually correct for this. The US, when they converted it, they went so far as to make a technical manual for it. This is actually just like a reprinted copy of it. So I went ahead and got this to go along with it. I got this fairly quickly. I won it on June 7th. I was invoiced on June 14th. And I received it on June 20th at my FFL. So I can't complain at all. I got it within 2 weeks of winning the item. Before I go on, why don't you give me a guess below? Do you think I went over or under the 47% over hammer? So let's break down this cost. The hammer price I paid was $1,100, which I don't think is bad on this. I only know of one other one of these in the Kansas City area, or at least at the auction I knew of one other in the Kansas City area, and that guy doesn't sell anything whenever he collects something. I also later found out that Danny from Milsurp World has one. So there's only two others in the Kansas City area I know of. But my hammer price was $1,100. There was a 22% buyer's fee, so that added $242. There was government theft of $73.81, and shipping ended up being $128.19. Now, again, from Poulin, this actually came with a nice case, so that added weight, but it was packed very well. It got to me very quickly after they shipped it. Again, it wasn't a USPS, so I despise USPS when it has anything to do with guns. So I'm not going to complain about that shipping cost. But once we do all the math out, that ended up being 40.36% over hammer to get this. So, and well, I guess after that I also paid $20 in my FFL, so full disclosure there. But since it was a little more expensive item than I got last spring, that knocked the percentage down a little bit. When I bid on it, I just had in my head 50% over. It only being 40% over was kind of a pleasant surprise. Still, it's just kind of a warning whenever you bid at these auctions. Make sure you're thinking more than the buyer's premium over that you're going to pay for this. So this was just a quick review of my pull-on experience this time around. If you want to check out some of my other auction house reviews, click over here. Otherwise, please join the GOA, get $5 off your membership with the link below. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.